Ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
Put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money, money.
Hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. And oh, yeah, we got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. We are getting down with some fantasy football talk, and it is Friday.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm going to get you high today. Because it's Friday.
You
ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do.
Shout out to King D. What up? What up? Shout out to the LBC. What up? Crispy in the house. What up? What up? We got our man Johnny in the house. Let's go. Let's start it off with a little bowl smoking.
All right. Fire them up.
Let's go with a little bowl smoking. Let's get it.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker. I'm about to show y'all who the real Puff Daddy is.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Weed is from the earth. God put this here for me and you.
Take
advantage, man.
Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grow like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
Adventures from the Q. What up? What up? Emil. What's going down, my brother? It ain't no drug. You damn right.
Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grow like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
Man, that was his best one for sure. The Pimp Chronicles. For sure, it was his best. Derek. All right. Derek's in train. Just wanted to say what up. Appreciate you, Derek. Salute, homie. Salute. And we got to see if there's any other news that has come out since yesterday. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, man. Joey Bosa. This is hilarious. Joey Bosa said he had surgery for his broken left hand after a joint practice with the Rams on August 4th. He's been wearing a club at practice ever since, and he doesn't plan. He's been wearing a club at practice, but said he doesn't plan on doing that too long into the season. But Joey Bosa, I've been trying to tell you guys, he's a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
And I guess I don't remember what time it happened. Did the Brandon Ayuk extension happen? Where we talked about it yesterday morning? But yeah, they finally locked it in. 4 years, $120 million. So he ends up being one of the top paid wide receivers in the league on an overall contract and his monthly, and his yearly contract numbers. $30 million a year, man. $30 million a year. It's nice. He's getting paid as much as Amon-Ra and as much as Tyreek right now. Benches from the Q said my league drafted weird last night. One team took Josh Allen, Hurts, and Mahomes in the first 3 rounds. What? Single QB? Single QB league or super flex? I mean, super flex, I would even be a little weird, but I mean, that'd be pretty gangster. But I'm assuming single QB. And what's that guy thinking? What's that guy thinking? I mean, it's nice to have, players like that, but usually if you got like multiple players like that, like the league usually takes a stand against you. Like, nope, not trading. Nope. And is that the kind of stance that your league is taking? Is everybody like, screw this guy? We're not trading him for his QBs, like no matter what. I mean, that's what usually happens in the leagues that I've been in or seen, where people like go crazy like that. Yeah, only thing I can think is trade bait. Yeah, because I mean, you can't play all three of them, and like now you missed on top end players. To get those guys. I'm not saying you shouldn't draft guys that you could potentially trade later, but I don't like to draft to trade. Like making draft picks where like you have to trade or like you kind of screw yourself over. I don't like that. I remember one time there was this so it was before we knew that this chick was racist, but she's one of the Twitter content creators, and it comes out she ends up being like hella racist, and so she got kind of canceled, at least as far as I know. Who the hell knows? But she came on the show and she drafted 2 tight ends like in the first 2 rounds like of the draft, and was like, I win because I'm gonna trade one of them. And I was like, it's a mock draft, we're not trading any of these picks. And just super weird that like people even practice drafting to trade. It's super weird to me. I threw out an offer of Zamir White, Brian Robinson Jr. from Mahomes and Javonte. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, if you can make that happen, like somehow, like sure. I mean, it's about when he starts getting desperate. But B-Rob the Mob.
He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
Oh yeah. All right. There we go. Let's smoke it up, guys. Let's smoke it up. And thanks for being here, because there's a lot of fakes out there. People were trying to do the same thing, doing whatever they can. But appreciate you guys for rocking with me every day, because that's how we're rocking for this fantasy season. Every single day around 8:30 West Coast time is when we are getting down to biz. And we're going to be answering a lot of questions. We're going to be answering a lot of questions, communicating with the chat. That's what it's all about. And let's smoke more weed. So news, kind of blah. We got a trade. Let's see what you guys think of this trade in Superflex offense only. Very interesting. And there are 25 and 26 first round picks in the mix, and not first round picks, but 25 and 26 year picks in here. And the person who traded away 25 and 26 picks already paid up. So you guys tell me what you think about this. It's very, very interesting. So one side got Ladd McConkey and Rashad White. The other side got Keenan Allen, Raheem Mostert, Josh Palmer, a 2025 fourth, a 2026 second, and a 2026 third. What do you guys think about that? It's very even. And I feel like even Rashad White, I don't know, I don't want to pay crazy amounts of prices for running backs, and Ladd McConkey, I'm not saying he's not a guy, but he hasn't proved anything yet. And traded him for Josh Palmer. pretty much. So that was very interesting. That was a very interesting very interesting trade to me. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. There we go. Crazy trades this morning. Let's go. And all right. Let's get a song going. Smoke some more weed. And we got a couple more leagues that have spots in. We're super close to filling all the leagues. The only ones up with spots are the Superflex IDP ones. We got a $33 one and a $55 one. The $55 one, it's pretty much all 420 crew members in the mix. So that one's definitely a fun one. Going to be a fun one to be a part of. And it's a WWF themed league where a Royal Rumble is going to determine the draft order. It's going to be awesome. And 11 people at 3, so that one hasn't filled yet either. And then we only need one person in the 5 o'clock one as well. So those 5 o'clock times have been very, very popular for sure. And Pedro, what up, homie? He said, Bo Nick's a bust or not? He could be. I mean, he has bust potential. How about that? Like, he has bust potential, but he looked pretty good in the preseason. So I can't really hate on him for what he's shown in the preseason. And he's definitely better than Zach Wilson and Stidham or whatever his name is. He's definitely better than those two. So is he a bust? That remains to be seen. We're going to see what he looks like in the first couple games of the season. And I'm not saying the first couple games of the season are going to determine if he's a bust or not. But first couple games of the season are going to be way, way, way different than, the preseason when he's going up against backups sometimes. No, Crispy. No. A lot of the best balls aren't even close to filled yet. That's the wafers. But I'm telling everyone, whatever best balls you want to get into, just get into now, because over the weekend when people are getting antsy as fuck to draft, they're going to join really quick. So don't wait. You can always leave the league, as long as you don't do it at the last second, it doesn't screw me over, jump in, get your spot held. We got drafts today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think that if you can, everybody should be taking a half day at work on Thursday. Get the hell out of there early. I mean, if you're on the East Coast, you ain't even got to leave early. That draft doesn't start till 6 o'clock. But if you're on the West Coast, that draft starts at 3 o'clock on Thursday. And it's because the game starts at 5:30 on Thursday next week. Less than a week away. Thursday night football. I drafted 8 of 10. Okay, not too bad. And ended up with Taylor. I used Waddle. I probably wouldn't have went back-to-back running backs because Ayuk and Waddle looks kind of weak. Not too shabby. I mean, wide receivers, obviously not super top end talent, but the tier 2, tier 3 guys in my eyes, super solid nonetheless. And Crispy, so just be paying attention to Patreon, okay? Because B's already gave me the okay. If we got like a couple spots left that need to get filled and there's like 30, 45 minutes, left, he said, open it up to 420 crew members. That's fine. So if we do need to fill some last second spots, you just got to be paying attention on Patreon. Tomorrow morning, the first draft start at 9. I'm gonna be up early. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming in the morning tomorrow because I'm probably gonna have to just be filling leagues and stuff like that. So we'll figure it out. And maybe I will stream. I could just do stuff like in the background. It's hard because I try to like smoke weed and like pay attention to the chat and everything. So if I'm doing other things like at the same time, it's kind of tough, like as well. Either smoking weed or not paying attention to the chat. One of those two will suffer. And but yeah, let's go check on the best ball. Let's go see here. Okay, yeah. See, there's only 3 people in the draft today right now, but there was only 3 people in it this time yesterday, and that shit changed real quick. Only 1 person in tomorrow's draft so far. 3 people in Sunday's draft. 0 people in the Monday draft as of right now. 0 people in the Tuesday draft as of right now. 0 people in the Wednesday draft as of right now. 4 people in the Thursday draft as of right now. And that one, so Crispy's already in that one too. The Bayou's in there and T Mill's in there. I know he said he's going to play it by ear, but he thinks he's going to be able to get out of work early enough to get over there and jump in. So yeah, that one right now is the most popular one so far. That Thursday one, because that's savagery right there, bro. That's savagery. We're going to be drafting on Thursday, just like 2 hours, away from the 2.5 hours, technically, away from the season, the season opening kickoff. It's going to be awesome. What up, Dominic? He said, I'm trying to trade Laporta. What's fair return value in your dynasty league? See, the thing is like, I've tried to trade Laporta in the dynasty leagues. I have him in a couple. And I can't get fair value for him in my eyes. Cause what, we're going to trade him for peanuts. I think Laporta is just one of those guys you're going to have to hold unless you find someone who really, really loves him. Right now is the worst time to trade him because he's hurt. Even though they say he's going to be playing week 1, he's still hurt. He still has that Q next to his name. Like if someone's hurt and they got a Q next to their name, you're probably not trading them and getting like exactly what you want because people see that Q and it makes them not want to trade for the person or not want to trade a lot for that person. He said same, sucks. Yeah, I mean, he's good. So, I mean, it's not like we're shit out of luck. I'm sure, I mean, unless you traded for him, I'm sure you drafted him in the rookie draft and shit. I know even some of those, it's what's it called? So high right now. Even in some of those where we get him in the draft, you got him later, second, third round, and it's like, I don't know. It's like people might not want to buy that's going to be him for the rest of his career. That's the thought that was in my head. Maybe that's how people are going to be thinking. I have no fucking idea, but I'm happy to have him. I'm happy to have him as of now. Yeah. All right. It is 9:12 in the a.m. I think it's time to smoke more weed. And Johnny said, ever had back spasms? He said, this shit's weak as fuck. So maybe not. So I know I've had, like, when I was playing baseball, I remember I tweaked a muscle in my back. It was like the low back muscle, high ass muscle. Like, I can't even remember what specifically like it was called. But man, like sometimes, like when it gets cold, like that shit will just like tighten up on me. And like that shit fucking hurts. Cause like there was nothing that they could ever did. I really just tweaked it, is what they said. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like it wasn't a tear. I think they said I just, what do they call it? A muscle strain or whatever. and like it hurt for like 2 weeks. Like I couldn't, like I was playing, but like it was just it sucked like for those 2 weeks. And then like after the season, like it went away. But it's just like now randomly when it gets cold, I'll just like feel it like right on my back, and it's like, ooh, you gotta like stretch that shit out. Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks. So like I've gotten it to where I don't know, I've just had like different like muscle spasms in different spots. And like I remember one time where like I woke up in the middle of the night and it was like, I don't know, some I don't even know like what muscle would be like over in like this section, you know, like kind of like it's like behind your, it's not like on your back, but it's like kind of like almost getting there. And like I remember getting like a spasm like right there. That shit fucking hurt like crazy. And it was in the middle of the night too. And I was like, I screamed. I was like, oh fuck. And man, that shit sucked. I couldn't even like move for like, I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes. Like I could move, but it was enough to just be like, fuck. So I know what you mean. I don't know if it's the exact same sensation, but I've had little muscle spasms, you know, like that weren't in my back. And like, boy, does that shit suck.
In my opinion, that sucked.
Crispy said, I'm liking my team in the 47. Let's see who let's see. Someone asked me, can I pick up players in fantasy yet? And I think he's talking about the best ball. All right, let's see. Let's look at Crispy's team over here. Johnny said same spot, left side. Said, you know, my pain. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Damn, hell yeah. Crispy's liking his team because he started it off with CD Lamb, CMC, Laporta, Rashad White, Kirk Cousins, Travis Kelce in the 6-7, bro. I know it's a dynasty. But people took that shit to the next level with letting him fall that far. Tank Dell. He got Watson. Balls Crispy. Like, he's in so many of them that I've started. And maybe it's people, like, just trying different strategies, right? Like, it could be something like that. And just thinking that he's old.
Simmons is old!
But yeah, Travis Kelce in the 6-7. I mean, man, that's crazy. Adams in the 7-6. Woo. And he got and Travis Orris got Nico at the 5-5. Like, man, it seems like a fun dynasty to be in. But of course, it's a fun dynasty to be in because I'm hosting it, man. And all the dynasties that I host are super dope. And yeah, this year was fun. And oh, I gotta lock in some squares for someone. Let me lock them in. It's for our man Woody. All right, actually, let me just go. Let's go add him over here. Man, it sucks. The website that I was using for the squares, I mean, it was free, but now they've changed everything around. Like now it's like you got to pay per square board, pay their site per square board, and then you only get a certain amount of boards that you could do per year. So this is one of the things that sucks. I'm gonna have to be like manually like doing these boards, but I don't know. It's pretty lame how they're changing things around. Super lame, actually. All right. What's everybody smoking on out there? Always curious what you guys are smoking on. All right. I'm doing a squares board for the LSU USC game. It's on Sunday night. So this will at least give us one board and one game to watch and care about this week. And then the Thursday board, it's already up. If you guys want squares for Thursday, better let me know now, because I know come Monday, Tuesday, I mean, maybe not Monday, but you know, I start sending this out Tuesday, Wednesday, like it's going to they're going to fill up real quick. And I got the Thursday game and the Friday game. So don't forget, guys, literally Thursday and Friday. Noble's got practice on Friday, so I probably won't be able to stream the game on Friday, but it's the Packers Eagles, right? Let me go double check. Yeah, Packers Eagles is that Friday game. Chiefs Ravens on Thursday. And then let's see. You guys tell me any of these matchups that you're excited about. These are the early games on Sunday. We got the Saints Panthers, Giants Vikings, Bengals Patriots, Falcons Steelers, Colts Texans, Bills Cardinals, Bears Titans, Dolphins Jaguars. And then the 1 o'clock games, Seahawks Broncos. And these are 1 o'clock games West Coast time, so 4 o'clock for you Easterns. Chargers Raiders, that's always a good game to open up the season. Browns Cowboys, Bucks Commandos. And then Sunday Night Football is the Rams and the Lions.
Oh, waiting all day for Sunday night.
And then those goddamn Jets, man. 49ers and the Jets on Monday Night Football. Doesn't always do the best against the 49ers. So, and he's and in 49er territory. I'm curious to see that game. The Lions Rams, that is going to be a good Sunday Night Football game. We got a double revenge narrative. Let's go. We love it. But a lot of weak games in week one. I do like the Ravens Chiefs and the Packers Eagles, you know, on the Thursday and Friday. It's kind of that's, you know, kind of it. It's like all the games on Sunday besides the prime time are kind of blah. I mean, it'll be good to like watch all these. Like, it's not like we're not gonna watch all these, but yeah, kind of blah matchups though. Whew. Oh yeah. Rudy, what up, Rudy? Said, should I try to trade Kamara plus Diggs or Kamara plus Cooper? I already like the Kamara plus Cooper and keep Diggs. He said for ETN, or is that an overpay? Standard 12-man league. Well, see, the thing is, in redraft, you kind of have to overpay. Like, if people don't think that they're getting the better end of the deal in redraft leagues, they don't really like to trade, you know? So, I mean, it has to be, you know, a trade like that where it's a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1. It's just, you don't want to trade a bunch of your starters to be able to do it. So, like, if Cooper, if he's like one of your, like, obviously you got to trade like a somewhat decent, you know, running back to get a guy like ETN. But yeah, I would try to do that. Kamara plus Cooper for ETN. And who cares if it is an overpay, because we don't know what Cooper's going to do. He gets hurt a lot. Who knows what the hell's happening with Deshaun, you know, yada, 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 all those fucking things. Like, ETN's just like way less headaches and way better than Kamara for sure. Kamara's been losing steps the last few years. And especially if it's a redraft league, I'm okay moving on from him and trying to upgrade somehow. Hey, shout out to our man Stranger, repping the Houday Nation. All right. What's new, everybody? Let's see if any new news came out. Been live for about 40-ish minutes. And oh yeah, Mike McDaniels, he's going to be getting he got a contract extension, so they're really happy with him. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, we did talk about the Ayuk extension. That was something that happened yesterday. But everybody who's new in here, what do you guys think about that Ayuk renewal? Good, bad, or ugly for the 49ers? I mean, I think they had to do it. And, you know, I don't know if he's worth like that much, if he's like should be paid as like a top 10 like receiver in the NFL. But I feel like 49ers, you can't just be getting everybody to take team-friendly deals, you know, not when your first rounder hits. I mean, you got to pay them to a certain extent, right? I mean, if they're doing it the smart way, you know, not a lot is counting against the cap this year, and most of the stuff counting against the cap would be in the fourth year of that deal. But yeah, it's they were not going to be good without him. And if they don't get Trent Williams to go over there and sign, to re-sign as well, I mean, they're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble. Brock's gonna die in week 1. They said Niners paid an extra $5-6 million a year by drawing out this process. Maybe. I don't know about all that. I mean, one of the rumors was that this was the deal that they originally gave him. So I don't know if that's true, but he said, I think he deserves as much as Cup. Let's see. What's Cup paid? What's Cooper Kupp's contract? $3 years, $80 million. I mean, this was signed a while ago, though. Like, this was an extension from 2022. But let's see. 26 a year. You got a couple more than that. And Giant said that's my extreme take. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we don't really know which side drew, you know, let this get drawn on the longest, you know, who we don't know if that was Ayuk side of things or if it was the 49ers side of things. I'm assuming it was the 49ers side of things because, like, they have this track record of not wanting to pay people. So, like, why would I, like, automatically assume that it wasn't them who was making this a big drawn-out process? Because Ayuk just wanted to be paid as one of, like, the top guys. And, like, you know, I'm sure it was never said that he wanted to be paid as the top guy. I mean, he doesn't even warrant, like, shit like that. But, yeah, after CD came to terms, I wonder if that's when the 49ers caved, when they were like, look, CD got 34. There's no way Ayuk's like a 25, you know, $1 million a year guy. And Chase, man, he wants to be the highest paid per year. He doesn't, at least that's what I heard, that he wants to be the highest paid per year, not the highest paid overall contract. So I think he would be okay even if he got a 3-year deal. That would be like, what would it be? 35 is what Jefferson's at right now. So it'd have to be like, damn, like that'd be crazy. It'd be like 3 years, 120, something like that. That'd be fucking crazy. And what up, Justin? He says, Amir, do you think Saquon will have a good year? I think Saquon's going to have a really good year. I know they lost Jason Kelsey over there, but they still do have a boss hog of a line, over there. Look at a guy like Swift who couldn't stay healthy to save his life for the first couple years before he got over there. And then what do you know? He stays healthy for an entire season behind that line. And can you imagine when he plays against the Giants? Woo! He's got to play against them twice. And Toker1J, what up? He said, hey, I just got back from my cardiology and I failed the physical, so I guess I'm about to be waived like Nwangu, bro. I hope you're all right, dude. I hope it's just a joke. Hope you're okay, man. Let's smoke some weed about it.
You can do it.
Hold up.
Let me hit that song.
Crispy said, punting over here, bragging about Moss being on the other board. Stevenson, Chubb, Brown, B-Rob, Singletary, and Mostert. I don't get it. I don't know. I appreciate you, bro. That was a 2024 upgrade to the production. He said, thoughts on Diggs this year. I really like Diggs. Like, I think that Diggs is going to lead the Texans in targets and in yards. And then I think that Nico is going to lead the team in targets. And I do think that even Tank Dell gets 1,000, assuming health for everybody. But I think Nico is going to be, I think Diggs is going to be over that 1,400 yard mark. I think he's going to get very close to 1,500 is what I'm predicting for him. And Stroud, he could go for 4,500 yards. Shit, even that, I know he's going to throw to like more than 3 people. But even if we were like, just literally splitting it up amongst the top 3 guys, that's 1,500 yards apiece. Now we know there's going to be people who eat into that, and there's a good chance that one of these guys gets hurt like as well, because it's the NFL and anything can happen. But yeah, man, Diggs. I'm all in for where we could get him, because pretty much the cheapest you've been able to get him since 2021, because I guess 2020, that was the year when he went over to the Bills and he was like still like a 5th round guy in Superflex. And Big Tons, what up? Chase said Nico's gonna get 1,700 yards. He could. I don't see it. Like, if someone's gonna do that, I think it's gonna be Diggs. Diggs is not saying Nico's not talented, but Diggs is more talented than Nico. Stranger said Chase should be the prefer. 3 years, said he would be 28 at the end of his second contract. Then he can double dip on the big contracts. There we go. And see, Big Ten said, no way Nico goes for 1,700 yards. Yeah, that would just be insane. It would be insane. And maybe it's because Toker1J hasn't smoked it up. But yeah, I do think Diggs gets close to 1,500. I don't think he's going to get 1,500, but I bet he gets somewhere 1,400 wise. But Nico, I bet he gets in the 1,200 range. Like, that's what I'm predicting for him, somewhere in the 1,200. So I don't even think Diggs is going to do that much better in the yardage. But, from 1,200 to 1,400, that is a little bit of a difference. And then I do think that Tank hits 1,000. So, like, what would that be? If Diggs got 14, Nico got 12, that'd be 26, and then 1,000, that's 36. And then if Stroud goes for like 4,500, that's still like 900 yards left over combined for like everybody else. And I think Schultz will get a big percentage, of that. And Big Ten said I could see Dell, Nico, and Diggs all go for 1,000. I can see that. Yeah, and like we've seen that happen in the past. It's very, very rare, and you have to have one of those guys be like an efficient, like deep threat, like kind of guy. And yeah, Big Ten said, don't forget Mixon can catch. Yeah, but are we really thinking Mixon's gonna get more than like 300 yards, like maybe 400 or 500 if he does like really, really, really good? But he's probably gonna be like a 200 to 200. I'd say somewhere between 200 and 399 yards for receiving, like somewhere in there. Like, they don't. I don't think they're going to dump it off to him like to where he's getting like 80 targets or 70 targets, like anything like that. Probably gets like 40 or 45 targets, maybe comes down with like 30 catches, 35 catches, 40 catches, you know, maybe somewhere like in there. Maybe it's 50 targets, but Jason, mark my words, I predicted Rodgers would leave with the injury last year. I mean, it's super easy to say a 30. I mean, I'm, you know, like a 39-year-old is going to get injured this year. He said, great check down, guys. And I could see 500, but I'm thinking about 60 targets. Yeah, see, and I guess just in your head, probably a little bit more inflated than the numbers in my head. If I mean, I'm thinking like, you know, 45, 50 targets, something like that. And then, but yeah, I don't know, 45, 50 targets could come down with 40 catches like out of there. It really just depends on how good Stroud is at checking down. And like Big Ten said, good check down guy. Man, we got some drafts today. I know. He said, well, you do this for a living. Well, hey, man, it's still just guessing. We're still just guessing and predicting, you know, and just in my head, you know, I'm trying to guess and predict Diggs, Nico, Dell, Schultz, and Mixon. It's kind of hard to account for anybody outside of those five. You know, there are going to be people outside of those five who definitely come down with, you know, a handful of targets. But, you know, assuming health, those five guys, those are going to be the five target leaders like on the team. And it's because, you know, I mean, they're not. I don't think too many times they go too far down in the pecking order, you know, past Dell and Schultz, assuming health for everybody. But yeah, Big Tons, I know you know what you're talking about, man. So yeah, we're just having fun either way. We're just guessing. It's just guessing, predicting. Diggs will get Diggs will get dunked, and then Collins for the ball and what? And Snell Season on Twitch, what up? Thanks for the follow. He said, how are we thinking about this team? Mahomes, Bijan, Henry. What up, Bakes? Bakes a lot in the house. Mahomes, Bijan, Henry, Devonta Smith, Pickens, Andrew, Jaden Reed, Rome, Zamir White, Javonte Williams, Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. And J.K. Dobbins. Well, I mean, I'm assuming you start like the top seven. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it cuts off at Jaden Reed pretty much. I don't like Pickens. I feel like you put a lot into getting Mahomes as well here, and you probably didn't have to do that because it's a single QB. Feel like if you would have picked a better wide receiver instead of Mahomes, you still could have got a good quarterback. You know, is it going to be Mahomes? No. But like I mean, shit. I've even seen in the draft. I was helping someone recently, yesterday. Fucking Burrow in the 9th round. I was like, what the fuck? Like, feels like cheating getting a guy like that, like in the 9th round. He's no Mahomes, but I mean, I feel like the level of difference in points per game is probably not going to be what everybody thinks it's going to be, like as much of a difference. But I like most parts of this team. Not a fan of Pickens. Andrews, I'm a little bit nervous about, but I'm not mad at it. Jaden Reed, I mean, he's all right. With everybody else you got there, you got a lot of nice flex options. How about that? And he said, yeah, that's what I regret. I prioritized RBs heavily because it screwed me in the past. No, I feel it, and you can tell, like, I mean, out of all the positions, wide receiver was the one that you didn't prioritize as much, and it kind of sucks having Pickens in there. But, you know, people are going to come up on waivers. You might have some decent trade bait. But, yeah, I feel like taking Mahomes early probably was the move that made it to where you got one suspect wide receiver as your wide receiver too. Because Devonta Smith, I like him, but if Devonta Smith was like your wide receiver too, that makes the team fucking way better, and you could still be able to get like a really good quarterback to like put in there as well. It ain't Mahomes, but you could still, I mean, you only have to start one. There's so many good ones out there. And Big Ten said, I think when you add it all up, Houston spreads the field with Tank, Diggs, Nico, and run a lot of screen shit too. Yeah, and I mean, let's go see what the targets were last year for Let's go see what the targets were last year for the running backs on Houston. Devin Singletary had the most, 38. And seeing I even inflated it like a little bit more for Mixon to 45 or 50. Damian Pierce had 17. Mike Boone had 9. Yeah, Nico had 109. Tank Dell 75. Robert Wood 75. Noah Brown 55. 55! And said, God, I'm not as high on Pickens as anyone. He said, I actually want to get rid of him everywhere I got him. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Pickens, and he just can't get separation. Like, that's the one thing that I don't like about him. He can't get separation. Like, it's not like he can't catch in traffic, because he can catch in traffic, but him not getting any separation from like the top end, like cornerbacks, like that's the reason why I don't like him. It's actually the reason why I'm kind of like out on Keon Coleman for redraft, because I really like, I'm seeing him getting punked in those preseason games by, I don't even know if they're the first string cornerbacks. Said Dub's going to be the guy in Green Bay this year. I hope so, man. I hope so. I have him in a handful of places and making that bet myself on him. What up, Antonio? He said, hey, guys, I was thinking about trading Waddle and a combination of Hubbard, Chubb, or Mostert to get Garrett Wilson and Corum. I have Kai Wren. What do you think I should do? If you can trade Waddle and Hubbard, I'm with it. I'm with it, because like even though Hubbard may end up being the guy, like I don't think Miles Sanders is going to be the guy coming out of the gates, and Brooks is on IR, or I'm on the pup, for at least 4 weeks. So because of that news, I mean, it might be a good time to try to like move on that news and trade Hubbard now, because if Brooks ends up being the guy in the second half of the season, Hubbard's value is going to tank anyways. So yeah, if you can trade Waddle and Hubbard and you can bring back Garrett Wilson, do that shit. Do it. We need to get that from NWA, from the Straight Outta Compton. Says a Denver fan, who's going to throw him the ball. Said Fields looked like shit, and Wilson, I've watched enough. He's washed. Yeah. I really think that finger injury, I think it was his ring finger. I really feel like that injury is like the downfall of Russ's career. Dubs is a great late round flyer. Yeah, I think I got him in like the 4th or 5th round of our 32 teamer. And felt really good about it. And might have been the 5th, because I think I picked Hollywood in the 4th, and I think I double backed with him in the 5th, because Hollywood was already hurt at that time. So I knew at least I'd be able to have another like decent flex if Hollywood wasn't there right away. Because I got Devontae Adams as my wide receiver one, and then I got King Henry as the RB one. And say, you stole that pick in the 32, and it's because I had the wraparound. Like, that's why I only had I got Hollywood at the end of the 4th, because I remember I had pick 31. Okay, pick 31. I had to make do where I could do it. And I picked Derrick Henry at 31. That felt good to me, because that's like 3rd round if we're in a 12-teamer. And then I double back with Devontae Adams, I'm pretty sure. And then I had the 3rd round reversal, and I was like just hoping like, that QBs didn't go crazy, and they didn't. 2nd round, people didn't really go crazy for QBs. They either went 1st round QB, or those people just like waited. Let me go try to see where I got it. Let's see. Yeah. Memory's perfect, impeccable. So yeah, got Adams in the 2nd, got Rodgers in the 3rd, and then got Hollywood at the end of the 4th, and then got dubs at the beginning of the 5th. Yeah, felt really good about that. And then I took my shot on Bucky Irving later. But yeah, so I really hope dubs could be a thing. If dubs ends up being a thing over there, that could really propel my 32 team league. Could really propel for me. He said dick move. Love it. I love it. And so yeah, I was surprised on the QB situation. I'm happy I got Hurts in the first still, but 32 is always a toss-up. Yeah. It's like this year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 QBs went in the first round this year. Last year, it was not like that. The QBs went so fucking early. It was ridiculous. Like, if you didn't pick one in the first, or I mean, I guess last year and the year before, because the year before, people went even crazier. In 2022, people went even crazier on the QBs. This was like the first year where people kind of came to their senses, and QBs ended up dropping a little bit. Because then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 QBs went in the second round. But then, and then I swooped Rodgers at the 3-2. So excited about that. And 1, 2, and only 3, 4, and only 4 QBs went in the third round. Yeah, you were pick 5 in that one, and you went Hurts, Mixon, Keenan Allen, Ridley, Myles Garrett, Jerry Jeudy, Ricky Pearsall. Yeah, it's so crazy because like we were at opposite ends of the draft. You were 5, I was 31. I mean, it's just such a different draft. Like we never had anybody except for like on the third round reversal. We never had anybody who like we could both anywhere entertain, getting the guy or the targets, of the other guy, unless you jumped really early. All right. Pearsall was an auto because I was working. I mean, you got him super late. It's not like it was early. That was the 7th set. You got him at the 7-8. So what does that end up being? So let's see. 6 times 32 plus 28. You got him at pick 220, bro. You got him at pick 220. I don't think that's bad. And Jay said, hey, man, the draft in WWF going to be linear? No. Does it say that? Should be snake. Should just be regular snake. And that's the one that I was kind of upset about. But we got too late. 220th. 220th. You got him so late. Crispy said, when you take a QB in the 16 team, when would you? You have to kind of feel it out. You have to know where you are on the board. I'll give an example of the guillotine that I drafted in. I've won one of these before, so I feel like my strategy is just better than everybody. Not really, but I have won one before, and it's fucking hard. Let's see. In this one, I had the 5th overall pick, and I took Tua in the 6th round. And it seemed like the 6th and the 7th round were when all the last ones that you'd really want went. There's others that you could go farther, but I'm just saying it looks like the 6th and the 7th. Just either get one in those in that range when just depending on where you are, and if you got to get one the round before that as well. Yours is only a 16. Why is it a 16 teamer? I'm very curious about that. It's supposed to be 18 teams because you play all the way up until week 17. Maybe you couldn't get the other 2 people to fill it or something. And my coworker just joined the Wafers League. He said there's 7 spots left in tomorrow morning's draft. If you need another person to fill that, let me know so I can whoop his ass too. Yeah, just like I told Crispy, just be paying attention in Patreon, because if there's less than an hour to go and the league hasn't filled, I'm going to post the link in Patreon. So everybody just be paying attention if you can. And yeah, let's go see how things changed around in the wafers. Let's see. And Bakes, we are going to get a Wafers 420 crew draft as well. It's for one of the leagues that didn't fill. And this was one that didn't fill like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we're getting real close to filling all of these. All right. And Bake said, oh, yeah, the 28th. The 28th, that is, that's the very last one. That one's almost filled already. But yeah, just be ready. Yeah, we still need 3 more in our Superflex IDP, the WWF themed league. It's a $55 buy-in. Draft, I'm assuming, is going to be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'd like to get everybody paid up so we could start doing the draft order and everything like that. And I know today we got 2 Royal Rumbles scheduled, one at 2 and one at 4. And it's going to be good times. It's going to be good times. You guys want to get in. You guys want to get in. It is going to be super, super fun. So let me put the link in right now, just in case for the people who are watching, if someone wants to get in. And I'll make the draft work for everybody. So unless you have some super crazy ass schedule where you can, like, you know, never draft, we should be okay. Big Tons, you are not in this one yet, bro. You are not in this one yet. It's all 420 crew members in this one. This one might be the dopest draft, like, out of everybody. Hollywood Cole's in there, Net's in there, Toyota One, Crispy, Johnny, Jerry Swallows, myself. I'm in this one as well. Toker One J, the Bayou, and Nick R is in there as well. Yeah, Big Tons. Jump in with us, bro. This one's going to be a super, super fun one. Super, super fun one. And we got 3 spots left. 3 spots left. And Bakes, hop in, bro. We need people, man. We need people. We need people. Don't worry. Everything we talked about before, don't worry. I got you. But we need people for that one, especially 420 crew members. It's not today. Just jump in today. The draft isn't today. The draft's going to be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'm just trying to get it filled today. So, yeah, the draft isn't today. Don't worry. The draft isn't today. I just want it to get filled today. And I guess there's an outside shot that this one could happen on Sunday. So it'd say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. That's when this draft is going to be going down. But yeah, we got 3 spots as of now. You take one, and Bakes takes one. We're closer. We're even closer. I want to get it filled today so we could do the Royal Rumble tomorrow. Bakes, it's through League Safe because it's easier. But like I said, just what we talked about, just don't worry. I got you. Okay. You know what I mean? I got you. But yes, it's through League Safe. It's redraft. Yes, it's redraft. It's redraft. Yeah, this is one you want to join. This is going to be a fun one, a really fun one. And we'll figure out what all right, he's that fucking put me in. There we go. Click on the link. I threw it in the chat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Let's do it. Big Tons, get in, bro. Get in. And he said, this one will definitely be a bragging rights league. For sure. Because everybody in this one, we all are very close in the community. We all play in a bunch of leagues together. And now it's everybody combined for one big league, like as well. I'd say out of, there you go. Big Tons joined as well. Out of every league that I'm doing, I'm not bullshitting, but I feel like this one might just be the best group of 12, assembled, because it's all the hardcore 420 crew members, as well. So that's like another thing that's like dope about this one. So yeah, woo, there we go. Now we only need one more. And you know what? No, Bake. So don't put anything in there yet. I do a 100-yard rush for the draft order. For the wrestling draft order, and then we all have to draft a wrestler. But Goldberg's not in, bro. He's not. I'm gonna put the link in right now for the roster, okay? Because I'm doing it on WWE 2K, and like we're not gonna use any custom created fucking characters or anything like that. Corey, what up, bro? Man, Corey, join this league with us, bro. I'll figure out a day and time that works for everybody. We need one more. And it's all hardcore 420 crew members like in this league. Okay. It is a super flex IDP. So I know, I know you and IDP, you might not always get along, but just throwing it out there. We filled 2 out of the 3 spots that we needed to get filled just in the last moment here. And it's all hardcore 420 crew members in this league. So no pressure. But if you can join, that'd be super cool, man. Because this is going to be, this one's about bragging rights for the 420 crew for sure. Man, I'm really high right now. I'm really, really high. And Big Tens, I love that WWF thing. It's badass if you haven't seen it. Hell yeah, man. Like everyone's going to pick their character and then the computer is going to decide our fate. It's so cool, man. It is so cool. And I know, so when we do the leagues next year, this is going to determine the Derby draft, not the draft order, but for redraft leagues, it is going to determine the the draft order. But yeah, it's just going to be a way cooler way of doing the Derby drafts next year. And it's only going to be the 420 crew leagues that this is available in. Woo! Oh, yeah. Let me double check. So I'm almost positive I know, but I am really high right now. So let me not mess up on it. So we got 1 QB, 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, 3 flex, 1 super flex. So you can start 2 QBs, and then 2 for the 2 for the bench. So what do we got? 17 starters. And then we got 12 guys on the bench. I expanded the bench for this and to hopefully encourage trades is why I wanted the bench a little bit deeper. Plus we have like 17 starting spots as well. So it is a pretty big roster, but this is kind of like taking place right now of like the Hustler Green Bowl League, like for real. And because the Hustler Green Bowl League is not going down this year, taking another year of a hiatus. because it really needs to be a live draft. I mean, that's the way that it always was and the way that it needs to be. And Vegas next year, guys, Vegas. We had a brand new baby this year. It's a little bit tougher, you know, to do all the planning and everything. But yeah, Vegas 2025. Buy-in, it is 55. 55! It's a 55 buy-in. Championship ring for the winner. And first, second, and third payouts. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. And as soon as I officially know the last person who's in, we're going to start the process. Ah, Corey said, fuck it, I'm in. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right. We did it. We did it. We came here what we set out to do, guys. All right. Corey, you're the man. Filling the last spot there. Let's go. Let's go. And Bake said IDP Live. Let's go. And for those who don't know, I mean, Corey's like one of the, like, when I say day ones, I know a lot of people in here are day ones as well. But man, Corey's been around since like legit like day one. I don't even know if I had 100. I may have had 100, but like he's legit been around since like I've had like 100 subscribers. So yeah. And no, don't Zell. This one's through League Safe. It's just easier to do everything through League Safe now. So yeah, don't Zell. This one's through League Safe. And Johnny said, I'm going to make Vegas happen next year too. I mean, we all got to start planning it out now, you know, just so we got it ready. And we're going to do it real big, mucho grande again, like we did last year. And it's going to be super fun, man. I'm going to try to get the Wafers people involved as well, because it would just be the shit if we can, you know, get them to collab like on this as well. Because the last time, I mean, they brought so much tree like for everybody. That shit was awesome. I felt like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. Remember when he has all the money? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. When Doe got there, and I was like, everybody line up. Here we go. And just going and passing it out to everybody. Man, so much weed smoke got thrown in the air. We set off the smoke alarms multiple times in that place. It was something to be remembered for sure. And yeah, next year we're bringing it back, baby. Next year we're bringing it back. And Big Ton said Big Tons is bigger in person. Yeah, he's only so big in the chat. In real life, you wanna like, I don't know, like, if you ever got in a fight with Big Tons, like, you need to get on a stepping stool to like hit him in the face. I don't recommend it. But yeah, it's gonna be super fun. It is gonna be super fun. That's for damn sure. Got to start planning it a little bit earlier, you know. And what draft in Vegas? What draft won't be in Vegas? How about that? So last year we did it to where it was a whole weekend of like drafting. It was like a big weekend of like drafting, smoking, hanging out, and doing mushrooms and smoking a lot of weed and doing a lot of drafts. It was like Saturday was the what's it called? Apparently that was the do mushrooms day for everybody, really, because there was only one draft that happened. It was the San Diego Green Bowl that happened that day. And like everybody paid like up front, but like I got all the meals catered. We actually had like a cultivation out here in Vegas. Sometimes they host little events. And they have like little blunt rolling guys who go out there. And we had a blunt rolling guy who was there. I mean, it was hemp, not blunts, but it was awesome. Everybody was getting like as many as they wanted. It was fucking awesome. And Big said J Mac didn't want none. Nah, you know, J Mac didn't want none. But yeah, Jay, next August, We're gonna be trying to bring this back, and I want to make it a yearly thing. It is it's kind of tough, you know. It's kind of tough. We got to expand to where we keep getting more and more people like on this, and it's all about you know, I got a big Airbnb, you know, and everything. Some people shared a room. That's really like what it's about. You know, the more people that I know in advance, if people want their own room, I can get bigger places. You know, if people are okay like sharing a room. Last year worked out good to where everybody got to everybody who roomed with someone else. It was very easy to mix and match people. And Bake said those gummies were bomb. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Big Ton said, who is Bakes? I don't even remember. I don't even remember real names. I mean, Bakes was there on Sunday, right? He was there on Sunday. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like next year, I'm gonna get name tags, and we'll put the name, the sleeper name, the YouTube name. You know, like we'll put that on people. That's the way to do it. And Stranger said one thing: wrestling and MMA have taught me if you're not a giant, you have to fight one, and the head is not the part of the body you target. For sure. Because the bigger they are, the harder they fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And man, I'm so glad that we filled up the WWF League just by being here on the show, because that was one that I knew I was gonna have to post about, but got to talk to people directly because you guys are here live, and it's all the way live, baby. Let's go. Now the rest, we just got to figure out draft day and time, and but we got to figure out the wrestlers. So once Corey joins, I'm gonna start. We're gonna start the process. All right, I'm gonna play a song real quick because yeah, there we go. Beck said he's the one who came through with his wife on Sunday. Met you guys at the in the bookshelf basement. That was so, dude, we were like getting there so high, and like because we'd already been smoking a bunch, man. We're doing a mucho grande, and I knew that there was like a basement, but I'm like, where the fuck is this shit? And not only did it have a huge arrow like pointing to it, but yeah, that was like so ridiculous. It took someone like bumping into it, and they're like, wait, this moved. We were like messing like 30 minutes trying to figure this shit out. And Big Ten said, oh yeah, I was fucked at that point for sure. And Jay said I would need my own room, also being the grandpa of the bunch. Oh yeah, definitely. And we got to get Crispy out there, but Crispy like really doesn't fly. Like that's the thing that sucks. You know, Crispy doesn't fly. And Giant said we should all go to the Omega Mart as a team. See, that would be cool, you know, if it was something actually sanctioned, and get like a big what's it called? Get a big fucking what the hell? The buses, one of the big buses, the party buses, and just roll us down there. That'd be cool. Yeah, the Omega Mart's the shit. And what up, Jamie? What's going down, bro? What up? All right. I'm going to go refill my water so we can smoke more weed. But we got to stay hydrated around here. So let's focus on getting high.
This is Mac Miller with my homie Tree J. You know what I'm saying? It's 420. Pip jar, baby. He's getting me fucked up, high as hell right now. So much weed in my lungs. I'm really high. It's like a fucking movie, except I can't see because I'm so high. Thank you, Tree J, for this bomb-ass weed you hooked me up with. Hook the people up with more weed. Blah, 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 blah.
Man, you kids got some other stuff, man. Yeah, man. Sound like a weed anthem right here. And if you say I make too many weed songs, I say you don't smoke enough weed. Bitch. Aha.
Yeah, before I broke my neck, I was 6'7". Shit, now I got to wear my cowboy boots to be on that. Damn. Me and Ton show up, you motherfuckers won't be getting out of line. Come on, Crispy, show up, man. You can be security for the party. Jay said definitely gonna need a blunt roller and some shroom tea. Oh yeah, and I mean the way we did it, like I mean last year everybody paid in advance, you know, of coming, but like man, I threw a good party. It was unlimited. I mean, you know, I always like be modest about it because like it wasn't like there was like pounds and pounds and pounds, but I got enough to where I knew that we would have unlimited, you know, amounts there, and there was unlimited amounts. I mean, there wasn't like unlimited amounts of dabs, but we didn't run out. We didn't run out of tree, you know. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. Jamie said new team name idea, off to grandma's, because nobody. Because nobody beats off the grandmas. Jamie, you're a fucking savage, bro. You're a fucking savage. Dude, the Battle of the Brands League. I cannot wait, Jamie. You coming on the live stream, bro? Yeah, you coming on the live stream, bro? Jamie, next Wednesday. I think was it like 4:30 or 6:30 or some shit like that. I can't remember what it is. West Coast time. I'm super high. It's written down. I'm just not gonna look right now because I'm so high. It's on the league. Big Ton says shit, best party I've ever been to. And fuck yeah, man. It was like a 3-day party of just everybody getting fucking drunk, smoking like crazy. Shrooms were going around. It was fucking awesome. And Big Ten said, I know for some listeners that's scary, but my house is legit. He said that shit was dope. I appreciate it, bro. That was the goal, man. That was the goal, to make it like one of the dope. Because I don't know, I've never done anything like that, like had a 3-day party like that where motherfuckers are coming in from all over the country and shit, you know, like that was dope. And the food was on point. Wasn't like we were eating like 5-star meals every day. It was perfect for what we were doing. Fried chicken, tacos, wings, pizza, like man, fancy ass donuts. Jamie said I can make it work. I think it's at 6:30 my time. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that one's gonna be a fun one because the way that I set up the Battle of the Brands League, because it's the 14-teamer. I wanted to make sure that there was a way that people could, and Jay said, get Sticky Ricky involved. So, I mean, you know, we could definitely get him involved. It would be something that people would have to pay more for that experience because we could book him in advance, but it's like, it's legit. It's booking him. But the price that he told me for booking him, like, it's such a player price that, like, it would be dope if we could. If we had 50 people there who all paid, you know, 120, 150 extra bucks each, you know, I don't know if we're going to have 50 people, you know, who would be there because this is more kind of like intimate, you know, type of thing, you know, 15 to 25, you know, something like that. So it might be something people are down to pay an extra like 300, you know, for that, but 300 to be hanging out with Ricky Williams, you know, on one of the days, like him being the master of ceremonies for some of these drafts. Because when we did these drafts on Sunday, I mean, we had drafts going at 10 a.m., 12, 2. It was like every 2 hours we had a new draft that was like starting. It was super fun. So you guys tell me if we got people who are down, or if we have anybody out there who has a business or something and you need something to sponsor, like, cause yeah, you know, I mean, even now that I'm thinking about it, like shit, Wafers, they have like a couple different companies. Like if I could talk him into sponsoring that, that would be sick as fuck. That would be sick as fuck. And well, I'd say if he's down to sign some memorabilia, I'd be down. I bet that everybody could get one thing signed. Multiple things, probably not. I don't want to be greedy with it, but I can almost guarantee it that we could get at least one thing signed per person for the price that he charged me. I can almost guarantee it. So I'm assuming it would be like the dopest fucking meet and greet, you know, like ever. You know, the dopest fucking meet and greet ever. Like that's really what it would be. And so, yeah, we got to pay him to come there to meet and greet everybody. But I mean, shit, he'd be coming there getting high as fuck with us, partying. But yeah, I guarantee, because this is what he'd be booking it as a meet and greet, you know, for the most part. So like, yeah, getting him to sign, but yeah, one thing, we wouldn't want to get greedy, but yeah, one thing for everybody, picture with him. I mean, I'm sure there would just be times he would be talking to people, you know, because like he would be there for a handful of hours. Like it would, it'd be epic. It'd be epic for sure. It would be fucking epic. And in Vegas, like what a story, man. Getting to hang out with like Ricky Williams and shit in Vegas. It could happen. It could happen. And Johnny said, dude, I still want to get my star chart done by him. Yeah, and you can get that at any time. I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like $300 or $350 for like the very first like one. I'm pretty sure. But it's worth it, man. His reading for me is the reason why I moved here to Vegas. Like I'd already been thinking about it, but he was like, maybe San Diego is not the spot where you like, you know, completely line up, you know, to where you're going to like succeed and get, you know, succeed and burst through this bubble that you're talking about bursting through. And it was like crazy. And I was like, man, I've really been contemplating about moving like so tough for the last like 2 months. And he was like, I'm not telling you to move, but you know, maybe it's in the stars. And man, then I moved like literally in a month, like a month after that, because it was on my birthday when he came to my house and did a reading in person on my birthday, and was just really insane, you know, how all that worked out. And yeah, and then like 1 month later, we're here in Vegas. Like I rented a car for a couple days. We got a hotel and we came up here and we were like looking at houses to rent, and ended up putting in some bids. Actually only put in one bid on one house, and we got it. And we've been here ever since. And I had to pay like a month in advance. Like our lease wasn't up in San Diego until the end of March, but I had to jump on this place and I couldn't wait. I had to lock everything down for the beginning of March. So I had to pay like double rent that day. Bake said, I just want my Ricky Williams high school profile card signed. He said, shit would be dope. I'd never sell it. I'd be fucking sick, man. I'd be fucking sick. And like I said, I could guarantee that we would all get one thing signed for sure. Like I don't see a reason why we wouldn't. We're not going to have hundreds of people there, and it's legit going to be every single person having one thing, and that's it. Just like it's a meet and greet. And he said, I don't smoke weed often because of my job, but I'm smoking weed with Sticky Ricky. Like that would be some of, you know, in the circle with Sticky Ricky. That'd be pretty fucking dope, man. That'd be pretty fucking dope. And Jay said, I've been a hardcore Who Dat fan since inception, so that would be cool as fuck. Hell yeah, man. And it's crazy because, like, I swear it's like me and Ricky Williams have this weird, strange connection, because, like, even when he came to my house, he was like, dude, he was like, man, he like looked over the fence. He was like, I lost my virginity to a chick that lived like right over there. And like every time I would go to the bank from where I was living, and like literally every time I would drive to the bank, I had to drive past Patrick Henry High School and their fucking it was both, I guess, the baseball field and the football field, but you couldn't really see into the football field. But yeah, just super crazy. If you guys haven't seen like any of the Ricky Williams like interviews on my channel, because he's been on the channel, fuck, I don't even know how many times at this point, maybe like a dozen times. They're all really good watches, all of them, because he's always got something cool to say. Damn it, Crispy said I'm 6'5", 270. aka Crispy's the security guard. I know we're getting out of here in a few minutes, so before we do, I don't want to forget to thank the producers of the show, our 420 Crew Patreon members, our Ultimate Priority member, our All Access members, our Elite members, our Superstar members, and our 420 Crew Ride or Dies. I appreciate you guys. It's because of you guys we're able to do this show every single day. I fucking appreciate you. Let's smoke it up. This bowl's for you. And Big Ten said, well, I got high enough. I didn't want to see my room the first day because I was stuck in the poolside mezzanine. Man, I mean, that was such a cool house. That was such a cool house. We did it super big, you know, like that was a big ass mansion that we were in, a 3-story huge ass mansion, and a whole spot to be smoking and drafting in and gaming in. And yeah. Super fun, man. Crispy said those 3XL shirts I got fit perfect now. There we go. There we go. And Jay said he answered my question live on your last interview with him. Nice. Nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, Ricky's super cool. I know he's on the move a lot. Building his brand that he's got going on. Nick Von B, what up? He said, I'm 6'4", almost 300 pounds. I feel Crispy's pain, literally. I'm sure that it sucks being that size of a human being, because nothing's made for you. Like, I'm not even anywhere close to that, I mean, as far as like, height wise, but so I couldn't even imagine having longer legs and like going on an airplane or like something like that. Like, you literally have to pay to sit in those fucking comfy seats like up front, or it's probably like the worst shit like ever, like for you guys. And like everything's small, fucking bathrooms small, everything. And he's coming to expand his brand in Louisiana next year. Yeah, there we go. Because I know he's doing a lot of things that are legal in all 50 states. Like now with this the THCA stuff and the Delta 9s and the Delta 8s, like all that shit. I'm not sure which one like he's doing, but I know that like a lot of the brands, just to make sure to go build a brand in some of these states, they're doing whatever based on the legal guidelines of those states are. Amon Ra had a hood choice to draft early. Amon Ra, a good choice. Yeah, to draft early. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. So my top 3 running backs: CMC, Brees, Bijan, in that order. My top 3 wide receivers: Tyreek, CD, Amon Ra, in that order. Oh yeah. And yeah, CD and Tyreek, I mean, people can interchange them however you want. Some may have CD first. There's no wrong answer with those two. And then Amon Ra, those guys are at each position, those guys are tier 1 or tier S. How about tier 1, tier S, whatever, to where those are the elite of the elite. Then it starts getting into the tier 2, tier 3 guys. But yeah, Amon Ra, he's the man. I need to get that drop too from Kill Bill. Rufus, he's the man. All right, guys. Good show today. We're going to be back at 2 p.m. West Coast time for a Draft Order Royal Rumble. We're going to be back at 4 o'clock tonight for a Draft Order Royal Rumble. And Nick Noble has got football practice today. So we're not going to be doing the night show today. And yay, Magic Man Ricky said Crispy's on the clock in the 127. Perfect time, man. Nick Von B said, where's your smoking music, hustler? It's Friday. Smoke it up. Enjoy your weekend. All right, we'll get a smoking song in here on our way out here. Let's see. What's a good smoking song? I love seeing them live in concert. One of the things that sucks, though, sometimes here in Vegas is peeps like Revolution, they come here with a reggae tour, so they don't with a reggae festival. So, damn, I really want to see them live again. Just them by themselves, though. And I mean, not saying there can't be any opening acts, but you know, just like a Revolution concert where they're the main headliner, not a fucking whole ass festival, man. I don't want to go to a festival to like see them. I really don't like festivals. All right. We came here what we set out to do. We filled one of the 2 leagues that we needed to fill, and Crispy's jumping in to the $33 one, and we needed it. Oh, and hey, Ron. All right here at the end. Let's go. Where is it?
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
All right, we'll do a dab. We'll do a dab with Ron. I always got Revolution and Zion confused back in the day. And Zeb, they always put on a good show. Saw him with Collie Buds. Nice. He said they're going to be there at the Reggae Fest. Yeah, for sure. I don't like doing the festivals. It's so much. It really is more hassle than what it's worth for me. And but yeah, I do want to see them again in concert, but it's like then we just got to figure out. And that one doesn't show IDP yet. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I put the wrong link. What the fuck? Let me see. Huh. What the fuck? I'm so confused. How is that the wrong link? I don't know what happened, Crispy, but there we go. Get whichever one I just sent you, get out of that shit. Yeah, which one is this? I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah, get out of that one, Crispy. That one already filled. I don't know how I had that link in there. But yeah, that was the wrong link. The second one's correct, and I updated my shit now. Yeah, what the hell, man? Zeb say do another mock. No. Mocks are done, bro. Running out of time for sure, but we're gonna make it. Ron said agreed. Festivals way too much. Yeah, I know some people like them, but no. I'd rather not be around a shitload of people. Like for one, like I'd rather just have like my own space. So, like even if it's an assigned seat, because like still that whole space is my space. I can move around as much in this space, as I want. But yeah, man, festivals, like fuck, and a lot of them, they're just like seems like there's so many more people than just like space allotted. So yeah, I'm over that shit. And but yeah, a regular concert I'm down for still. And maybe one day Revolution will get over the festivals as well. I'm sure they get paid a shitload and they don't have to deal with, feel like when you do a festival, you get paid more because whenever you're hosting the venues and all that, like that money's coming out of somewhere, and it's usually out of the money that you could be getting paid. The missing link can be found at the bottom of another bowl. All right, dab, and then out of here. Hey, what up, kiddo? What up, bro? Just in time for a dab. Zeb said the fests are fun, but a lot for sure. He said tough to see all the band schedule conflicts. Yeah, see, and like that's another thing too. Like I'd be pissed if there's like, I don't know, like 3 bands that I wanted to see, and like 2 of them are at like the same time on different stages. That would be some bullshit. That will be some bullshit. Right. So again, I'll shout it out there just in case for Kidda. We got a $33 super flex IDP league with a couple spots. Crispy just joined. The last league. Shit. Woo.
Now, some of the night y'all should have bought a Honda. Had to be careful because weed is getting stronger every 2 weeks. Just hit the blunt one time.
Oh, fuck.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Weed is from the earth. God put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man.
And Jay said Crispy, the other OG in here. Yeah. Yeah. That's Grandpa Crispy. He's everybody's dad around here as well. He's the guy who left us all. He went to go get cigarettes or milk or out front to get the paper. The stories just go on and on about him. All right, let's see if there's any left in here. He said, cough it up. He said, going to go to the Chargers-Raiders game. And then Rams-Niners. Let's go. Dope. Zeb, you're always going to the dope games and dope concerts. You're really living your best LA life. I like it. I know you live in the OC, but to everybody who doesn't live in Southern California, you're just living your LA life. Woo! All right. All right. Okay. 2 o'clock. Royal Rumble to determine the draft order in the Superflex offense only WWF themed league. 4 o'clock is going to be in the league that I'm hosting for Noble and a handful of friends that are in there. And Pop said he was gone out for a slap and tickle, never came back. Why don't you love me, man? You guys watching the new Bel Air? Like Lou is actually in more than one episode now. Totally adding Lou in for the more dramatic effect here in Bel Air. All right. We'll see you guys a little bit later for those Royal Rumbles. And for everyone who just got into the WWF Superflex IDP Royal Rumble League, that one, we're going to be doing that Royal Rumble sometime tomorrow in the AM afternoon, somewhere like that. So we'll see you guys there. Don't forget, if you're not already joined up at 420crew.com, go join up 420crew.com. You can join for free, but if you want to take part in the fantasy consulting services, things like that, look at all the tiers that you can get into. I recommend the all access tier. That's definitely the way to go. You want me to answer your questions while I'm like live via text, while I'm live on YouTube, things like that. Like that's the tier that you want to be on. You'll get that kind of service. So get there to the all access tier. I'll even draft live with you as well. Going to be kind of tough though. We're pushing it to the limit because I got a bunch of drafts too. But sign up. You can join for free. Go do it now. You know what to do. 420crew.com. We'll see you later. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the